Oh, we've been streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming, we're live, and welcome to MakeCode from Microbit, the show. My name is Pelly. I work for MakeCode in Microsoft here in Seattle, Washington, and with me, Emil, and today we're going to be coding the Microbit. The Microbit is this super cool little microcontroller, and you can get it on internet, but even if you don't have it, you can still follow this lesson. We'll be doing all the coding in our browser at makecode.microbit.org. And we can use the simulator to do most of the coding. And today, Emil, I thought we would build a button smasher game.
Oh yeah, those are
Tug-of-war, where it's just like when you pull the rope, we're going to pull a little LED on the screen, and then it'll be about who can smash the buttons the fastest.
Yeah.
Sounds great?
Yeah.
Sounds fun, right? All right, let's get started.
New project.
New project.
So.
All right, so what are we trying to do? So what we're trying to do is
Input.
based on how many times the user is going to press A or B to turn on an LED in the middle. And that LED is going to go, if I press a lot of B, the LED is going to come towards me. So if I press B a lot, then the LED is going to come here, and then otherwise it's going to go the other
And
way.
if the LED hits your side.
Then once it hits the side, game over.
Yeah.
So what do you think, how we're going to do that?
Input.
Okay, input. Sounds great. Yeah, we're going to need those. So we're going to work with buttons, so we're going to need some events to handle button clicks. That sounds great.
So just grab one, duplicate it, and put B.
Yeah, let's zoom in once in the code so that we can see it well. Okay, so that's a pretty good start.
I don't think we need this.
Yeah, we can clean up. We can bring it back to later on if we need it. Okay, so now we know how to handle button clicks. So what's next?
We need to show something happen. Something needs to happen when we click.
So we need to show something, and also we need to keep track of
The LED.
the score. I mean, how many times you've clicked.
Oh yeah. So
how do we keep track of things?
variables.
Variables. Variables like our memory.
Score.
And so we have yeah, we could call it score. So create a variable score. And what is this variable going to be used for?
Memorizing how many times you press button.
Yeah. And think about, when you do the game with the rope, there's kind of like a handkerchief in the middle that moves.
Yeah.
And I was thinking we could do the same with the number. Imagine we start with the number that's kind of in the middle. And then if button A presses the button, we move the number towards the zeros, and if button B presses the button, we move the number towards the maximum.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think we could do it with the LED.
So I'm going to show you something on the board. Can you switch to the table mode? All right, so here we go. Here's the idea here. If I can get some lighting. So you've got your microbit. This is how the game is going to work out. So we got our buttons, and we got our pins. So that's our microbit. And we have, how many pixels do we have?
I think it's 5 by 5.
Yeah, if you have a doubt, you can look at the simulator or even pull out the microbit from your pocket. So I'm going to draw the screen. A lot of drawing. And it's going to be kind of a... Okay, I messed up the screen. All right. All right, and the coordinates on this are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
Inverse.
Y, and that's X. All right, now here's the idea. The idea is that you start with your LED in the center, and then if I press button A, Okay, that's a messy B, but whatever. If I press button A, then this LED is going to turn on. Right?
Mm-hmm. Then if that person presses button B, it's going to turn off.
And if I press button B, it's going to move here. Now what I thought we could do is we have this score variable, right?
Yeah.
So what if the score variable was equal to 2 at the start? Now if I press button A, I could make the score variable be equal to 1 or even to 0. But if I press button, so that's button A. But if I press button B, it could be 3, it could be 4. Does that make sense? And then the score is equal really to the X on the screen. Are we trying that?
Sure, I guess.
Alright, so we're going to use this variable, and it's like you're pulling the number. If A presses, imagine you have this rope, and if A presses, then the number is going to go this way. But if B presses a lot, the number is going to go this way. And then we just use that as our coordinate on X.
Okay.
Alright, let's try this out. Okay, so let's go and do we have this variable already?
We have the score variable.
All right, so we're gonna initialize it.
On start or on button A press?
What do you think?
On start.
All right.
Or on button A B pressed. We can do
Yeah,
that too.
no, it's easier to just.
Yeah.
Okay, now remember.
2?
Yeah, 2, because we want it to be. And then if B, if A is pressed, we.
So if button B is pressed, change score by 1, positive 1.
Yeah.
Right, and then negative 1.
Remember our cheat sheet here? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then now we need to draw something based on score. And to do that,
LED? Or
we have different options. We could create a sprite.
which is
Or we could just use LED. So go to LED. So the way you use LED is that you basically have to turn them on and off yourself.
That's just brightness.
Which is great too. What do you want to do?
Toggle.
All right, so toggle turns it on and off. What we want is plot. Plot turns on an LED. And you want to do that in...
Well, on start we want to plot it in the middle, right?
Yeah. So are you going to plot 0, 0?
No, we're going to plot 2, 2, right?
Yeah. In fact, the idea is that score is the X.
Oh, yeah. So, like,
So
it starts at 2.
So use the variable score as the X. Alright. So that's our center. And now we need to, whenever we change the score, we need to redraw the screen.
So, can do like a if score change? No. Oh, no, here.
Yeah. And then we're gonna plot it at the new location.
Score.
Yeah.
I need more of these.
And maybe we should do a function. Because we're gonna have to duplicate the code 3 times.
Oh, yeah. We have to duplicate it at 10.
Let's try it. Oh. Whoopsie. Yeah, there's some issues.
Why?
So yeah, we need to fix the Y, and then also, have you noticed that they don't turn off? So one thing you want to do is you can clear the whole screen. That's what we're going to do. So if you go in Basic and More, there's a clear screen, and you want to do that before plot. Well, not after, otherwise you won't see anything. And this is why you want functions, right? We've had to duplicate our code in 3 places, and we've made 3 bugs along the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a function that renders our game state so that we can reuse it everywhere, and this is very useful. And it's just something that you do a lot when you're coding.
So start.
What does the function do?
So technically you store all the code in it, and then you have a block that calls the function.
But the purpose of the function is to
Organize.
Okay. I would say maybe draw.
Draw? What do you mean?
It draws the LED, or render or paint.
Light, LED, toggle. Okay, paint.
Paint. Perfect. All right, and let's move the code we need in there.
Here.
Aha, so you're moving change score as well in that function? We just want the part that paints, not the part that changes the score. There you go. And now we can clean up our code.
What about this?
Well, this is the same, so we should replace it by the function call.
So we make another function?
No. So now that we have paint, we can call paint everywhere we need to.
Oh, yes.
So this goes away.
And then we just...
We can call paint. Yes, here and here and just stay away from that corner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good. Let's try it now. I think I have another camera. Let's see. See, are we getting audio now? Sorry. How long were we? I think we lost audio for a couple minutes. All right, we're back with the audio here, live from Seattle. Okay, so remember our super cool. Can you go to the table mode?
Yep. Did you see the drawing and audio?
Yeah, the drawing is there. So if we press enough time, A score is going to be 0, and then A wins. Yeah, A wins.
winner.
And so let's do that in code. Get that going in code.
Okay.
All right.
So we need in the if equals
Yeah, 0.
0. Don't we need it to equal
Yeah, it's the first column.
0 2? Oh, equals.
So we have two cases. One is A wins, and then we should show that on the screen.
Oh yeah.
If you want to show text, you can use show string.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be A wins. Yeah, victory. All right, now how do we know that B won?
Else? Else if?
Else.
Else if?
And B wins when we arrive on this LED.
4 or 2. So do we put something in the else or the else if?
I think, well, how do we know that B won?
Well, the LED came to here.
Yes, and that means it came to position X equals
4 2 4.
4. All right, so that's a condition we need to check.
So conversion?
Yeah. And put it right there, and then we're gonna grab this, grab the score, we'll give the value in the score, and here we're gonna check for number 4. Perfect. And this means B1, but we're not showing anything, so we need to have a show string. B wins.
B has prevailed.
B has prevailed.
No, that's too long.
Yeah, it takes forever to scroll. All right, let's try it. And I'm gonna plug in my little microbit here. And I'm gonna test our button smasher. All right, can you go to the table view and can you download to the microbit, please?
Click download. Right click microbit.
Yeah.
Untitled hex. Save link as. And then you have your microbit and then save. Pretty simple.
So it's blinking. It's transferring the code. And now if I press A, it moves. Press B, it moves. Okay, Emil, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, B1!
I'm B.
That was too fast.
That was too fast.
Yeah.
Maybe it has to go out of the screen.
Well, let's see. Let's see what we're doing
Or
here.
can we not do that microbit? Because like the LED will go out of the screen.
We could try to, instead of changing... Yeah, I've got crushed on this one. So I think there's two things we should do to finish our game. We need to reset the microbit.
Yeah.
Once somebody has won. So
There's screen.
no, we could just set the score back to 2.
Oh yeah.
No, you want to do that in case you win. Otherwise, yeah. Set it back to 2. 2. 2. Now, let's see. So the problem is, there's only 3 clicks and you're out, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you want to button smash a bunch of clicks. So one thing we could try.
Is it takes 2 clicks to get an LED?
Yeah, it's too fast, but maybe we can change this by
0.5.
half.
Oh yeah, so it takes like twice the amount.
And here by half, because we can do decimal numbers in microbit. I'm just wondering what it's going to do to our little coordinate systems. But so now if I button smash this, yeah, it's slower. And there's a little bug during the winning sequence, but yeah, In fact, we could make it
0.31. Oh, that's 0.2. Yeah,
0.2. So we can use decimal numbers here.
Okay, let's try it.
Let's try it.
Download it.
Let's download this. All right, go to the table. Let's see if I have the... All right, I'm B now, just to make sure inside is not. 3, 2, 1. Move your finger out. We can't see it with the camera. Oh, this is way harder. This is way harder. B's leading the way. B's leading the way. B's leading.
No, you.
What happened? Oh. B's gone.
What? Come back, B.
Oh, we have a bug in hardware.
What?
Oh, let's go back to our check. I think there's something going on here.
Oh, we reset the score once they win.
No, I think we're passing 0. There's a chance we pass 0. Hold on, let's go back to the code. This is cool.
We could do less than or equal to.
Yes, we could do less than equal to. Can you make the change?
Yep.
So there's a chance we go so fast that we skip the step of equals to 0 or equals to 4.
Flash fingers.
Yeah. So it's more robust to use less or equals.
Less than or equal
There we go.
And here is greater than or equal to.
Greater than equal. So now even if we go through, we test it in the simulator. Button smasher! Okay. Now let's try that.
We obviously need a rematch because.
Alright. Emil, get in position. The game is transferring. Three, 2, 1. Let's go! Oh, it wins! Oh, we fixed our bug. Another crushing defeat for Pally. Emil's doing a victory dance here. Okay, so that was very useful to do the minus. We were kind of lucky on the first shot in the simulator, but we changed that. So that's our tug-of-war game. It's not too bad, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it a bit more exciting. So I've got some goodies here. So banging the buttons is a bit complicated.
Oh, so we're going to put different buttons?
And what we're going to do is, where are those? I got a box that arrived a long time ago. And that box contains
Buttons.
buttons.
Oh yeah, these are fun.
In fact, oh no, these are not going to work out. All right. No, we're on my arcade. Oh, the arcade's buttons are here.
I have fans. Look, I have fans.
I think we use all the arcade buttons. We'll do an episode on arcade buttons once I find them. All right, so this was the Button Smasher game, and it was quite fun to build. And what we learned is to use functions and to use coordinates and dots to create the game. And we've got a pretty cool game, Tug of War, where Emil beat me already once.
Yeah. I mean, you have sausage fingers. And I have,
sausage fingers.
Skinny fingers. So.
Yeah. And with online learning, you're really not playing video games all day. All right. Well, that was the show for today. And we're going to be back tomorrow. And what we're going to do tomorrow is, and because somebody used all the buttons, we're going to use arcade buttons to play the Button Smasher game. Or we're going to need those buttons. And I have to unplug them. So we'll show you everything about
Buttons.
using arcade buttons with the microbit, which is very cool and very easy to do if you have croc clips and arcade buttons. So if you find if you have any buttons in the house, make sure you prepare them. We'll show you how to use that. And that's it for today. Thank you, everybody.